The same Phillies took an advantage in this series early on in Philadelphia, but welcome inside and matchup. Zach Wheeler for the Phillies, Framber Valdez for the
As he had. Wheeler, on the other hand, was shocked early. He's going to be, I think, for the Phillies to advance this to a game. Struggled. Look for Real Muto to kind of emerge.
It affects the Houston lineup. For that, here's Ken Rosenthal.
A team-high 347 in the playoffs with just one strike. Realized he couldn't play. The Astros are replacing him, Lee. The addition of Lee protects them if for their top catchers. Joe?
As they go for the world.
Wow! Out of here!
You and you. What you play. Your place in the game. What you are. You've seen it all. Big hit. Your feet for you. You gotta be a shot to win it all.
Welcome to the 2022 World Series on Fox Field with Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Joe. Game sicker. In 2002, his Giants had a 5-0 trying to win the NL pennant, had a 3-0 lead. A man of faith. He's an avid fisherman of music at the World Series. Tonight, his 25-year history. Joe.
Tom, you mentioned he's a big fisherman, and he says who started game 2 on the mound here for game 6. Got the best of him. He failed to make it through the 3rd inning in either of those innings and dominated that game. Just the 1 run.
Sinker, a lot of ground balls, but he has great balance and won't change a thing.
Lineup that'll face off with here in game Castellanos and Bohm. Gene Segura is the 7th hitter in second base.
Interesting thing is his last game we were talking about, it was as hot. The reality starts getting close to, you cannot from winning a World Series.
And you've been on both sides of this, both
Wheeler, your room for error is low. Your leash is selfish and say, I don't want anyone else to pitch after this game.
Going 6 1/3, and he faces Kyle Schwarber to get game 6.
I would say, like he did against Verlander, it was the 2nd pitch.
World Series in 6 years. The Phillies trying to force game 7. Dez rocks and fires, and off we go with ball leads. And Barksdale typically does not give pitchers many. That's pop back out of play.
Later in the game, he's going to mix it up. Early touching that rubber when he's getting, that's what.
28-year-old delivers a 1-1 pitch. That's taken low. On a 1-2 pitch, Schwarber strike 3 besides the one guy whose opinion matters.
He's like, okay, all right. He better swing, I think, on this next.
On 2-2. That's the balls he threw in game 2 were in the strike zone, but the Phillies. Here's his payoff. And he winds up walking short. And instead of a strikeout, it's a walk.
Well, and I know a pitch right now that's strike 3, but you got to make a couple good ones. He let that experience will pay off of having gone through certain things.
Move on from things that don't. A bouncing ball. They get the out at second, and they turn.
That Hoskins wanted to get something going. He has been really, and that's an outstanding double play.
They've been tracking those things. The Phillies in game, they're facing the guy that limits them better than anybody in the sport. You were talking about it.
Sometimes the sound, the feeling can get a hitter.
And the issues are
you got to believe that catching every game and just the battle.
He was the hero in game 1 here. On a 1-1 from Framber Valdez, Real Muto shoots it down.
Extra day rest, right? I mean, he's ready to lead off the game. Got a double play ball, but he is juiced up.
Home of the 1-2.
Of the Phillies, because they got to get on for that guy. There hasn't nobody on in front of him for the most part.
The Phillies had 7 runs 2 games since. Pitch, Real Muto takes ball 3, and actually that. And so they do get somebody on in front of Bryce.
You see the curveball that catches the top of his foot. Bryce, be ready for a fastball.
Pitch. Right side, sliding play, Jeremy Pena. What a post. Yuli Gurriel is not in the game. He injured his knee all year. The Dusty Baker has sent this lineup out there. Game 2 and Zach Wheeler. This guy, John, wasn't the same.
Yeah, he wasn't the same. He had ran into, never really was able to recover, and his team didn't really score. So look for him to make pitch fastball in. That's for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to start.
Yeah.
He's in low, 95 in game 2. Ball 1.
And see his mechanical adjustments he needs to make.
His last 5 games, Watches the strike, 99.
But if you stay outside, you got to make him
1-2.
show it later, but right now he's pitching every inning as if it's
Home of the 1-2 pitch. Fastball at 9. His fantastic world play to finish the top of the inning.
I mean, that's a great play. If Altuve has got his team to the plate.
And he's making a push to become the first
Adjustment. I call it in-bat adjustment. Down.
Bounce to Sosa. 2 out.
The third base rubber. Well, you've got Wheeler on the first base hitter. So even though Valdez pitches over there, they get close. We talked about how he goes downhill.
Center field, slicing to Kyle Schwarber. He's got it. And on. Leads off against Framber Valdez. Use a double play ball.
Approach by the Phillies, meaning.
Do you get back-to-back takes from this guy? Yeah, that remains, and it's easier in principle than it is in practice, but it should be. 3 straight curves, 1 and 2 in the last.
Over the top. Great feel for pitching.
Home of the 1-2. Bounces that one just foul, and he was going to reach.
Of a last-second call you can make for the third base umpire.
Yeah. Dan Iasonia with conviction.
Yeah. Really, it's been a great.
Another 1-2 pitch. A fastball, and he gets the call. Let's take a look at the Astros defense here for Game 6. Altuve and Mancini. For Trey Mancini, his first start at Alec Bohm. Lines hit of the game for the Phillies.
And that's the approach you got to have. Easier said than.
A man aboard for Gene Segura, who takes a strike. He's been struggling against fastballs. Got 1-1. Could stop him up. The Astros a win away from the. Came back home with a 3-2 lead over the Nationals, and then 1-2. Low 500 to reach the postseason. Within. Gonna fight, and Phils do it one more time. Valdez to Segura with a 1-2. It's a late swing to Still gets home plate today with crew chief Dan Iasonia now down. Bottom of the field, Segura fouls off a curve.
Teach most hitters, but man, does he get it done. And
this year, flawed but fun, and it's a guy that's been traded 4 times. A 1-2 pitch again, and it's in the dirt for ball 2.
Plate really pulling his breaking ball, and we've seen already hit batsmen connected to it, and of course he can throw that slider.
2-2. It is strike 3 as the curveball falls.
And when it comes out of your hand right there, the hitter's saying that's a ball. There's no strikeouts.
More strikeouts on that curveball than any curveball. Playing time in the postseason has been hard to come by. 1-0. 26 years old, out of St. Louis. On a 1-0 from Valdez. Fielding takes ball 2. Home at first. 2-0 to the plate. Low for ball 3. At a 1.42 ERA. His 5th year has gotten better and better. And he misses. Well, it's been an incredible first and second for the Phillies. And John, they throughout this postseason.
Valdez facing Sosa the last time threw him at stays with that same plan. Sosa bigger.
Sosa got a first pitch fastball against Valdez. Bryson Stott was going to play, but 0-1. A breaking ball to the track at the wall. He's got it. Sosa. It falls harmlessly. Man, if I steer that one about 15 feet to the left. And Alex Bregman leads off against Zach Wheeler. Goes to Sosa. He's retired the first 4.
Collective crowd held their breath. This game. Who's watching this?
Gone in the second inning. Kyle Tucker.
This is the guy if I line up.
Oh, he shows bunt. Pops it
beyond Tucker. Anything you get out of them based on their performance, I'm circling these guys because that's where I need to go to get out.
The All-Star takes inside, and it's 1 all season for him. Elite pitching. And an perfect 1-2.
And you've already seen what adrenaline and knowing that this is your last start.
On 1-2. This is up and away, and the other is with Philly.
Right, exactly. And you just saw it one of the few times you can still throw it up and stay on top of the ball.
Zach Wheeler. Foul.
Now Zach was trying to get the swing of Tucker. Hooked it foul.
And fires. Try to come to the back door and miss.
Ball. If that thing breaks a little bit more, it's got a chance to get the
25, walked only 3. There'll be a 10th.
There's a lot of movement in the box for his timing. You're going to see really rocking until he gets ready to hit.
On the 10th pitch, Tucker takes ball 4.
Once you got the 2 strikes, this pitch should have been swung at. And if you're Wheeler, you're going. Now we're going to work the bottom of the lineup.
And see in the postseason overall. And yeah, it's the second catcher Vasquez who does the DH
home runs. He still got that, but he tracks the breaking ball pretty well. Really, if you hit it well low, that means you can swing
away. First one to Vasquez. Boy, he swings at a ball. It might
have a pitch off right here. Watch this. Could have got the belt buckle.
Oh.
No.
Get off me, ball. Oh, 2. Has only started 2 games in this postseason, but in one of them, another start here. Oh. It's a low to short. 6-4-3 and a double. And win Game 7 to keep the Red Sox drought going.
And David Robertson, most postseason experience on the Phillies. They were
down 3-1. And so passing on that experience. Schwarber takes ball 2.
Their statements, the pressure's on them, our backs against the wall, blah, blah, blah. That's BS. So if I'm the Phillies, that's what I'm saying, is to close the teams out for that simple reason. Much different.
2-1 pitch. Schwarber takes right to the last 5 years ago.
Yeah.
1997 Marlins against the Indians. Schwarber starts the 3rd and takes strike.
That almost looked like Schwarber was looking for another pitch, didn't. Going into this inning, Valdez had not thrown any 4-seamers or changeup.
You've pointed out the Phillies have to have a shot.
What's up?
No swing.
An infield hit.
Comfort or some hope out of the idea that Rhys Hoskins' best 4 strikeouts. Where a defensive play cost him back and hits a 3-run home run. Championship Series has another self up again. He's worked it full here. It's a 3rd, but it's just foul. It's the second one, John. We've had.
I mean, that is like 8th.
And Sonia right on both. Just settle back in for another 3-2 pitch. Valdez turns and deals. Hoskins watches strike 3.
It's a tremendous break from expand the zone, and then it drops in for a strike. You might be able to hit it.
Curve misses to Real Mutsa. 1-1. Until 5 years after he was eligible to get one in the Dominican League. The first couple of years, didn't become a full-time starter until 2020. His 2-1 pitch is a fastball for strike 2.
97, as effortless as he may take. He hasn't had many tonight so far.
2 strikes out the side. Cheesesteaks in one city. Got the Tex-Mex here. And lead off. Bottom of the order for the Astros against Zach Wheeler. He is strike 1.
Young boy diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Pitch to Mancini is bounce foul. He's got a great guy to look up. And playing in the World Series. Got back and he's doing what he says. It still doesn't feel real at this. An 0-2.
A good take.
Outside with a fastball. Deals 2-2. Cracks his bat. That's as it goes. Years trying to win it all for the first time since 2002. Trey Mancini with his first hit of the postseason.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Wheeler, after throwing the one breaking bottom of the lineup, And Wheeler maybe
because Yuli Gurriel is out with the injury. One of the heroes of Game 5 with a defensive play, the catch of his life, robbing JT Real. He broke it.
Cini, he got a new one. It was rewarded. Broken bat here by McCormick.
After that catch, he says it felt like a dream. Felt like with that new bat, swings and misses, and we go down to top.
He couldn't believe how clear it was, and actually said, "I'm not even
The museum." Yeah. Who leaves a fastball upstairs in the county. A platoon player for the better part of his 2 years, and he has seized center field here in this postseason run.
Make his first pitch of the game, because if he were to get 2 runners on, it's been pretty simple the last 2 games. The top 5 guys have really.
McCormick on 3-2. Back to Wheeler, out at second. Safe at.
Incredible. This bat, if we're not mistaken, he's got a bat flying over his head. He's doubled up a really fast runner.
Let's get the first out. Now the 9-hitter Maldonado. Strike 1. It's home from Wheeler. Maldonado takes inside 1-1.
And that is why we're seeing some broken bats as well.
He almost got both at the same time. Alec Bohm's got to hurry just in time, and he can.
Understandable from Maldonado, who's to feel like there was a panic bare hand throw and get him out. Just
But even as Altuve has gotten it going lately, he still does.
swinging at bad pitches. When you have runner in scoring position.
1 ball, no strikes. Last 5.
2-0 pitch for me. Altuve would have.
And now on 2-0, it's pinpoint and strike 1.
A little cutting action on this one.
Altuve, strike 2.
In and then moved away. See that? That's in case the runners get spot, and 2 great pitches. Down.
Fouls it off as Wheeler.
Fastball's the first time at 14.
That's all he's thrown. Altuve. He strikes him out. Sticks with the Bryce Harper due to lead off the 4th. He's no score. The 4th break. First pitch curve, strike 1.
And from a game planning part have. Going into this game, 14 out of 21.
That one's a little bit high, and we go
after he was hit in the face by Hennis Cabrera of the Cardinals.
on a 1-1. Knees are buckled. 1 and he can just overcome the fear that he must have felt. 1-2 pitch. Harper gets another breaker and takes it. Ball 2.
Worst pitch in the world after Harper's seen so many. 97 would look like 101.
On a 2-2, Harper swings and misses. It was a fast.
It's so nasty after seeing breaking ball.
K's for Framber Valdez in 15 innings. How comfortable you're going to be, but so far more the same.
Reacted this year.
Oh, and so much better mentally he had with Dusty Baker when he was still trying to break in, and Dusty his 0-2. Dragged left side and foul.
Lowest pitch and fastest pitch is pretty dramatic. They've got something timed and it's by them. That is a
0-2 to Castellanos. Back foot misses. 78-94, but with the movement, step off.
Well, 19 miles. That's
1-2.
Oh, no, did it go?
No swing. 2-2.
Tyson to do. And there you see it right there, just about above his belt. And possibly.
This is 2-2. Fastball. A lot of the plate with that one.
Yeah, he was late. If you got swung at down the middle. Now a breaking ball off that same.
Castellanos. Scoreless 4th inning from Framber Valdez is in the dirt.
It's too low. Throw a strike here. He makes a
Payoff pitch. Spoils it.
Doesn't want to walk. I don't have to throw a lot of strikes. Now, he did get him. He's getting closer and closer to the hitter that I think.
Homers above 300 average last year with the Cincinnati Reds. 2. Strike 3 called. He would case.
Yeah.
To have some beef with Lance Barksdale.
The little hesitation and fastball. Definitely bat, and now 5 strikeouts in a row.
And now Castellanos 4th inning. Alec Bohm, who's got the lone hit of this game. First pitch here. There's a curve for a strike.
Come on, let's go.
Fly right. That's a 1-2-3 4th inning for Framber Valdez.